Hello fellow bargain buyers slash bargain sellers. In today's video, we're going to be shipping my weekend of packages. I have a total of 11 going out for $417. And I also am going to be talking about USPS shipping rates, particularly the 2-pound rate, which if it goes above that, it actually gets cheaper, which is very odd. It doesn't even sound right, but it has been like that for about a month now. I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and I actually had something happen to me, which kind of sounds pretty funny if you really think about it, but let's get right into the video. The first package we have going out is a John Stockton jersey for, I think, is it 20 bucks? Somewhere around there. I picked this up at my Goodwill for, I think, 5 bucks or maybe 8 bucks. It went out for $20.99, so really good profit there. That's about like a $15 profit, something like that. Nice. So if you haven't seen, USPS has cheapened the items that are 3 to 5 pounds compared to ones that are like 2 pounds and below. So if it's 2 pound 1 ounce, it's going to be a cheaper shipping option than shipping it if it's less pounds. So I recently actually had a really funny thing happen to me. If you're an eBay seller, you would know what I mean, but USPS will weigh your item when they ship it, or they'll measure it, so then they can see if you put the right dimensions or weight on your label. And sometimes you misweigh or mismeasure your package, or you change boxes because you ran out or something like that. So eBay will either charge you, or they'll actually credit you if your package was too light, or if your package was too heavy, stuff like that. I've had it happen so many times over these last 3 years, but I recently got a really funny one. As you can see right here, I actually got credited for my item weighing more than what I put on the package. This one really got me. I was like laughing pretty hard here. So the weight I put in the package was 2 pounds, and it actually weighed 2.8 pounds. So 2 pounds, 8 ounces. And they actually gave me money for that, which sounds crazy. They credited me $3.55 for underweighing my package, which is really funny. I've never had this happen. Obviously, I don't think this has ever happened for eBay or USPS. I've never even heard of this. I mean, it makes sense because the packages that are 3 pounds and heavier, or 2 pounds 1 ounce, will be cheaper. So they got to credit you if your package weighs more than what you said, which is super funny. And I had to mention this in today's video. It is probably one of the funniest things I've had happen on eBay. Next, I had a pair of Adidas sell. These are the NMD, I can't remember exact model these are. I think they're watermelon or something. These sold for $45 and I paid $6.49 at my local Goodwill. Cleaned them up and they look amazing. Men's size 11. And these actually weren't getting a whole lot of views, so I didn't think they were gonna sell, but I think I sent out an offer for $45 on these and they took them. We got 2 golf club sales today, and one of them is an In-A-Zone putter, which I think has a head cover. And where's that at? There it is right there. This one sold for $25. Paid $10 at a garage sale in one of my bargain buyer videos. I think the guy was asking $15. I asked $10 because it's pretty beat up, and he took it. So I paid only $10 into $25. Not too bad. I also saw that on July 25th, which was 2 days ago, Saturday, USPS increased the rates for the 3 to 5 pound shipping thing by 10 cents. So not really a big increase. Something they did and didn't let anybody know, which is kind of funny. eBay is known for doing that. I don't know why, but I mean, put it out like 3 days in advance or a week in advance, so then other eBay sellers can figure it out. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, really. It's only 10 cents, but still, I mean, it'd be kind of cool to know these things in advance. I sold something I don't think I ever thought I would sell. It is a laptop bag. Right here, I've never sold this brand. I think I saw maybe Bearded Thrift Machine pick this brand up before. Maybe it was Harry Tornado, but the brand is Thule. I can't remember how you pronounce it. Sweden. This sold for, I think, $20, and I think I paid $7 at Goodwill. Not too bad at all. I sold a pair of UGG boots, which I was not expecting to sell either, since it is literally the dog days of summer. I literally woke up today. Today's Monday when I'm recording this. It is super duper humid. You couldn't even see out my window because how humid it was. These sold for $18. I think I picked them up at my Goodwill for like maybe $7. Also, another quick update right here for you guys. I got a new listing station and it doesn't really look like much, but it is a drafting table, so it will level out. So like it'll go like this. And right now I have it set up for clothing, but I got a blanket here. I got to get a bigger one because it actually doesn't reach all the way to the end. I think it's a little bit too small, so I'm probably gonna get a new one at like Ollie's. If you don't know, that's a good place to get blankets because you can get them for like super cheap. I paid $4 for this blanket at Ollie's. If you don't know what that is, it's like a discount bulk buyout store. So check out that place for like eBay stuff. I always buy like eBay supply stuff there because it's super cheap. So I'm probably just gonna get a bigger one, and it'll probably only cost like $6. Sold another pair of shoes here. Got the On Cloud Vista. I paid $14, was it, for these at Goodwill? Maybe, I think it was 10 or 12. These sold for $35 full price plus shipping, and I'm pretty happy with these. I actually just listed them on Friday, was it? Maybe, yeah, I think it was Friday. So not too long to sell. Another one to add to the pile. Sold a video game. Don't sell a whole lot of video games, to be honest. I used to sell a lot more when I first started, but I don't sell very many anymore because they're really hard to come by. There's a lot of video game resellers in my area. I gotta pull it out of here. Here it is right here, Super Mario Galaxy, and it is scratched really bad, but I did test it and it works. This sold for $13. And for those who are wondering, I have a Jaden's thermal label printer. Hopefully there's no black lines for you guys, but I use this for all of my printing. I got this for my birthday. I don't know how much exactly it was. I think it was like $50, maybe $60, something like that. It was like 2.5 years ago. Also for shipping these sort of things, I will use cardboard. So like since this is disc only, I don't have a case, so I'm gonna put cardboard around it, tape it on each side, so it'll have like 4 sides taped. Then I'll put bubble wrap around that and put it in a poly bubble mailer. I got something special for you guys that are on my second channel, and if you're on my main channel, you can check it out too. But check out my eBay store and use code BargainBuyer26 to get 10% off your order from my eBay store. So check it out. My eBay store is linked in the description. Use code BargainBuyer26 to get 10% off your order. I sold a pair of On Clouds. Here they are. So 2 pairs of On Clouds over the weekend, not too bad. I actually have been finding a lot of On Clouds and Hokas recently. These ones don't have any insoles, but they sold for $55. They're really not that bad at all. They're waterproof, men's size 13D, and I paid $15 at my local Goodwill for these. Not too bad at all. I'll take it. Also, I want to hear from you guys in the comments if you have any like stories from eBay, or maybe something that you noticed with eBay that I didn't even mention in today's video with the USPS shipping update. Let me know in the comments down below. I'll try to answer questions, and if it's interesting enough, I might even say it on a video. So comment down below. I'll try to respond to all the comments. The next thing that I sold is this putter. I actually had to get it out, but it's a precise putter. I picked it up in my Goodwill for $1, I think, or $1.50. Maybe it's $2. I can't remember, but it sold for $18.99. So not too bad at all. Sometimes people won't even pick up these brands. This one is not even like a big brand, but I know sometimes putters, they sell really well. I also got 2 drivers or 3 drivers, and I got them listed for $100. I think I already have a watcher or 2. So pick up golf clubs if they look newer and they're from just like a base set, because sometimes people will just want to add a new club to their collection, even if it's cheaper than other ones. But always pick up these sort of clubs. Sold some Skechers, not a very high selling item. I think these are it right here. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, these right here. I think I probably picked these up at my Goodwill for like $5 or $6, and they sold for $19, so not too bad at all. The last thing that I sold is in here. It is a pair of pants. Okay, I think they're in here. A pair of Twillery pants. Never picked up this brand before. Not this. It's in here somewhere. I think it's these right here. Yep, these are it. Pair of Twillery pants. These actually retail for about 120 bucks. Sold them for $32.99. And that is everything that I sold over the weekend. A total of $417, which is the theme for the last probably, I want to say, a month maybe. Sometimes I don't really get a good weekend, but this weekend was really good. A lot of people are having the summer slowdown, but for me, not happening at all. I feel like I'm just picking up. So this is awesome. And that's the end of today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help me out. I'm trying to grow this second channel to basically the same size as my main channel to get more of a following. Check out my main channel also if you haven't. It's The Bargain Buyer on YouTube, and I'll have it linked in the description so you can check it out. Subscribe to my main channel if you're here from just my second channel and not from my main channel. Subscribe, and I will be posting weekend shipping every single week on every single Tuesday. See you in the next one. Bargain Seller out.